I don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving. Even the fact that we celebrate Thanksgiving, when you consider why we celebrate Thanksgiving and what happened to the Native American people, it's actually kind of fucked up.
Hi everyone, welcome back again to another video. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch my video. If this is your first time here, my name is Julie. You are welcome to Julie Harrison React. Don't make it your last by subscribing. I came across this video and it's blowing up right now on TikTok. The Black Americans were reacting that they meant business when they said they were going to boycott Christmas, Black Friday, Thanksgiving because it is right time they start protecting Black dollars. They also made it clear that there's no love behind all these celebrations. So why do that every year? I was able to put together people's reactions, opinion on that, stitches and all that, and I can't wait to share. Please let me know what you think about their reactions down the comment section. Before then, disclaimer, this content does not in any way promote conflict. This is really for educational purposes and of course creating awareness on the recent trends happening on social medias. Please do watch these videos.
You know what's wild? Every year this country tells the same story: pilgrims, peace, and pie, like it was some sort of miracle of unity. But that's not what happened. Thanksgiving wasn't a feel-good dinner. It was a turning point, the moment that kindness got repaid with blood. Let's start there. The pilgrims didn't land on empty land. They landed on land where people had already lived. They'd already built and farmed for thousands of years. And most of those people, the Wampanoag, had just survived a pandemic that the Europeans brought. You dirty heathens. It wiped out entire villages before the Mayflower even showed up. So when those starving settlers landed in 1620, they weren't saved by luck. They were saved by mercy. The Wampanoag taught them how to live off of land that wasn't theirs, how to grow food, how to fish, how to stay alive. And that's the part they love to tell, but only half of it, of course. The first Thanksgiving wasn't even called that. It wasn't a holiday, it was a tense peace meeting. Two nations sitting down, both knowing that it could go bad at any moment. And for a while, it held until the settlers wanted more. Greedy bastards. More land, more control. Then came the broken treaties, the stolen crops, the forced conversions. By 1637, English colonists had killed over 700 Pequot men, women, and children, burnt them alive, and then held their first day of official Thanksgiving to celebrate the massacre. That's the part the textbooks leave out. That's what they dressed up in paper hats and called gratitude. The Thanksgiving that we know now, that didn't come until 200 years later, during the Civil War. Abraham Lincoln needed something to pull the country together, so he made Thanksgiving a national holiday in 1863. He wasn't honoring peace, he was manufacturing nostalgia, a story to distract a broken nation from how violent it had always been. And over time, that story became comfort, because it's easier to celebrate a myth than face a massacre. It's easier to say we were all friends than admit what this country did to survive. That's how America rewrites pain, with parades and prayers. For Native people, Thanksgiving is not a celebration. It's mourning. It's about loss, survival, and the refusal to disappear. Every year, Indigenous families gather, not to give thanks, but to remember. Because the truth didn't vanish with the tribes that they tried to erase. It's still here. They're still here. So yeah, eat with your people, love on them. Be grateful, make sure to do land acknowledgments. But don't pretend that this day was born out of peace. It was born out of blood. And a lie so big they built an entire holiday to cover it. The real story of Thanksgiving isn't what they told you. It's what they didn't want you to know.
I just watched a video of this lady saying she's canceling Thanksgiving with her family because she refuses to cook all the Thanksgiving food and hold Thanksgiving at her house, and nobody's willing to financially contribute at least something. Let me just say this. I am so grateful for my parents and my family because, baby, growing up, we was always eating. Like, there were times where on Thanksgiving Day, like, we would stop at my mom's side of the family, eat with them, and then go to my dad's side of the family. Like, we were fed. Now, I don't know grown folks' business. I don't know what was contributing, what wasn't, but family, the meaning behind family, like the older generation, baby, you could eat. They was feeding the entire family, and most of the time not even asking for nothing. Do you know what a blessing that is? But I just gotta say that the older I get and the way that I looked at my grocery card, like looking at the totals of how much everything is gonna cost me just to cook a sufficient Thanksgiving meal of everything that I enjoy, Ain't no way I would be hosting nothing at my house, feeding grown folks and their children as well, and nobody's contributing not a dime. Nah, no thank you. And for the people that cannot understand where I'm coming from, actually where she's coming from, I'm gonna need for you to understand that it's about the principle. It's about the principle. Everything can't just be off the strength of love these days, and I think that's where people be getting it twisted. Love don't pay the bills. Love don't pay rent. Love don't buy your child's Christmas gifts when Christmas is XYZ amount of weeks away from Thanksgiving. With that being said,
So she said she's canceling Thanksgiving at her house because she's not going to be the only one to spend her money. This young lady said she has $400 set aside and trying to bring the family together at Thanksgiving. So she asked people like her sister to bring certain things, buy certain products that she uses to cook with, because I think she's going to cook everything, and or they're going to give money. See, she made it clear at the beginning of this story that she had $400 set aside. So I'm thinking she's the one that always trying to get the stuff together, hold the family together, organize stuff. And she always has a list. She didn't want to keep everything in order. She keeps the list together of everything she wants and how she wants to do it. And let me tell you something about Thanksgiving dinner. If a person is putting something together and they're going to cook, you cannot dictate to them what kind of products to use to cook, because if a person cooks a certain way, they want certain products to go in their food. See, that's the problem with y'all. Y'all will go to the Thanksgiving dinner and talk about how good stuff is, and my stuff don't come out like this and that because you use that cheap stuff. See, that lady said she got $400 set aside, and her family want her to take all her money, like she probably do every year, and use everything for that dinner and come over there and eat up all the stuff and don't contribute nothing. And if they do, they gonna bring the great bag stuff. I ain't knocking it, but some people like craft and stuff like that to cook their dinner with, because my mama do too, and it is a different taste. I don't care what y'all say, some products that are not name brand in food do not taste good. So I don't blame her. Cancel the damn dinner, just like you said. Use that money. It ain't gonna take that much money, and just in your household to cook a little dinner, and you say your children going, and your son, your children, somebody going over to the dad house for Thanksgiving, you going to the Golden Corral, do that, and I bet you gonna save about $300.
My woke take for Thanksgiving is that I really wish we celebrated Native American food a lot more on the day of Thanksgiving, instead of like this fake story between the Wampanoag tribe and the Pilgrims, right, in the 1600s. Because here's why. I would really want to see children, like elementary school children, be taught, one, the real history, two, a lot more about the tribes and how they came to fruition, and like all the revolutions, all the ways Native Americans have fought for their rights, whether it be in reservations, whether it be having more rights and like not getting killed, right? Cool. And especially how a lot of people don't even know any indigenous dishes. Me, I don't know most indigenous dishes, but I'll take the time, and people can teach that in like home economics classes for students during the holiday season, and say, here's people who were on this land before everybody else came here, before my immigrant self, before your immigrant self came here, and see the possibilities that they made, see the contribution to this land that they made, and how we can better take care of our food and our nature. Yeah, I feel like that'll just be, a little actual thanks to the people who were here before everybody else, and, more historical context to a holiday, instead of like this fake pilgrimage European way of thinking about Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Here's how to respond to the stupid things that your liberal family members say this Thanksgiving. We really shouldn't celebrate a holiday rooted in colonial violence. Well, Thanksgiving isn't a celebration of violence, it's a celebration of gratitude, which has been twisted by activists who need outrage in order to stay relevant. We're not going to rewrite American traditions because a handful of chronically offended people are running out of ways to play the victim. No human being is illegal. We shouldn't even have ICE. It's cruel. No, what's cruel is pretending that a country can survive without enforcing its own laws. Every single nation on earth has borders and immigration rules. The US is no exception. The cost of Thanksgiving dinner this year is so much higher thanks to Trump. You should probably fact check before repeating whatever CNN fed you. Wells Fargo's own analysis shows that the cost of a 10-person Thanksgiving meal is down like 3% from last year, and Walmart's numbers back it up. So yeah, go ahead and thank President Trump for this year's prices. Well, I have nothing to be thankful for this year because women have fewer rights now than they did a decade ago. Opportunity, education, and economic freedom have never been higher for women in America. Women aren't losing rights. You're just angry that the left can't use abortion as a shield for every political argument anymore. This is why we need socialism. I mean, I wish that Zohran Mamdani were mayor of my town. No, you don't, Becky. I doubt that you could name your current mayor, let alone 3 members of your city council. Socialism destroys every place that it touches, without exception. It doesn't create fairness, it creates equal misery. If you want government control of everything so bad, then you are free to move somewhere that has already tried it and it failed.
Because what y'all mean Thanksgiving cancel? I don't know what they got into this generation of people or what they got into people in the 2025 year or whatever. But if y'all are having Thanksgiving canceled because you don't want to contribute money to the host who's hosting Thanksgiving, you don't want to buy groceries or make dishes towards Thanksgiving, you need to just stay at home because Thanksgiving could never be canceled. But you can't just expect to be showing up at people's house empty-handed just because you family and don't think you're supposed to contribute nothing. I'm one of the people that I don't cook for holidays, okay? I just don't cook. But when I receive the text that say, Thanksgiving is here at this time, I instantly respond with, what do you need me to bring? We bring bottles everywhere we go. A bottle for the host, a bottle for the guests. But if they need me to bring something else, I'll bring that too. I'm not going to cook nothing, but I'll go buy a dish from a restaurant. I'll go buy a dessert from a restaurant. I'll buy a dish or dessert from somebody who's selling it. I don't mind spending the money, but I'm not going to cook. But me, my fiance, my 2 kids, and my granddaughter, we are a party of 5. So what we look like showing up to somebody's house empty-handed, didn't contribute no money, didn't bring no dish, didn't bring no liquor. Make it make sense. That is crazy work. Baby, when I tell you Wednesday we going to be at that liquor store putting them bottles in their basket, and I done went down to the Whole Foods and ordered this cake that I was asked to order, and that's just what we do, because what do you mean Thanksgiving is canceled? Thanksgiving ain't canceled. Your ass can't come.
I don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving. Even the fact that we celebrate Thanksgiving, when you consider why we celebrate Thanksgiving and what happened to the Native American people, it's actually kind of fucked up. No, it is fucked up, right? But beyond that, this idea that we need to have one day of gratitude is weird to me. I feel like this is just another way to get us to spend money because Black Friday is the next day. It's still all about consumption and just buying more, buying more, buying more. You can get with your family and friends anytime. You don't need a day on the calendar to tell you to be thankful. You know what I mean? And if you celebrate Thanksgiving, cool, it is what it is. But for me, I don't give a shit about Thanksgiving. With that being said, shout out to all the Native American people out there in the world, the indigenous folks, the true Americans in this country. God.
We the new adults, and it's really starting to show. Thanksgiving looked it horrible yesterday. Why y'all got seafood bowls and shit on Thanksgiving? Pilgrims weren't eating that. Y'all ordering out. Y'all not cooking. Bro, you know what? Thanksgiving just for the grandparents. Fuck that. All y'all young adults, leave that shit alone. The macaroni looked it hard yesterday. Y'all kept posting plates. It looked nasty. Like the food looked uncooked. The ham dark. The turkey dry. Like, Jesus, don't participate in that no more. No more. I can't take it.
I seen that video of that lady saying that she was going to cancel Thanksgiving because her family didn't want to help her pay for food, or basically didn't want to send money for her to go shopping for the ingredients that she needed for Thanksgiving dinner. And I could see how many of y'all are just like her mother and her older sister. Like, even the little sister was willing to send $50. Like, you telling me you can't send $50 to your sibling and you know that they're cooking everything that you want to eat? Like, no, y'all be, In this economy, you should be okay with contributing if you're going to be eating. Like, I don't see the problem with that. And then y'all talking about I don't see why you should have to pay to eat at your family member house, this. Like, everybody got bills. Everybody struggling. If she paying cash for food, Yes, I would think that she would expect some people to contribute if they coming over and eating as well. Especially when it's her kid. I believe she has a family of her own. Then you add an additional family. Like, come on now. And then it's like, the sister basically was saying like, hold on. Then it was the sister talking about how she got bills. Okay, I'm sure that lady has bills too. Food is high. And let me tell you, her asking for $50 to $60 per person, like between her mom, her older sister, and her baby sister. Come on now, that probably wasn't even gonna pay for a third of the food, if even half of the food. Come on now, $50, $60 alone, that's the macaroni and cheese. Honestly, come on now. Don't let your family be pork eaters. Chilling's $20 a pack to feed a whole family. You gonna probably need like 5-6 bags, baby. That's already $100 to $120. Like, no, y'all be tripping. Then it always be the people that can't even cook for real that be complaining. Like, don't nobody want your food. The lady was saying, like, her sister was saying, well, if you just let me cook. And the lady was like, her sister can't cook. Like, girl, if you know you can't cook, ain't nobody gonna eat that shit. Ain't nobody. It's a reason that y'all always at my house, clearly. Like, that would have pissed me clean off. I would have canceled Thanksgiving for them and would have just made small meals for me and my kids. Like, I would have made a smaller dinner. Everything small pot of greens, small pot of chili, small pan of dressing, small pan of macaroni to fill me and my kids up. Like, nobody was coming over. And I commented that. I'm like, don't cancel it for your family. Just don't invite them over. Like, still have Thanksgiving. Just don't invite your sister and them over, honestly. Thanksgiving is canceled. I'm in so much pain. I can't sleep or do anything. Found out today that I have the flu and was feeling bad all week and just trying to will it away. But I can't risk getting my parents or the grandbabies sick, so I went to the doctor and I have the flu. And I'm so miserable right now. I'm in so much pain. Like, it's definitely worse. I was so upset this morning about letting everyone down, and now I can't even. It doesn't even matter. Like, nothing makes you appreciate your body and your health more than getting sick. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. But I'm enjoying the Thanksgiving videos, so keep those coming.
White people were tussling at Thanksgiving. Friend, pick up the phone. There is nothing that has brought me more joy the day after Thanksgiving than seeing the Caucasian people argue with their family members or like really antagonize their family members at Thanksgiving like I asked. Like, it's so many. Did y'all see my video? Is that why y'all are doing this? Because I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to show you a few of my fucking favorites. A few of my favorites. Here we go.
Sorry.
Then they can go out and kill public figures that are on the right.
Okay, sorry. So, what did you just say about Labubu's?
They're grooming children to be furries when they get older so they can go out and kill right-wingers.
A Labubu is a keychain, and it's not even from America. It's a European.
I know, that's how they trick little kids to be radical leftists when they get older and become furries.
Hey guys. Sadly, Kurt couldn't make it, but I still did. First, have you read the Epstein files? Not at all. None of them. Are you talking about the guy that killed himself in the ICE detention center? Oh, never mind. Wrong person.
Christopher fucking Columbus! Christopher fucking Columbus! Are you fucking with me right now?
So how do you guys feel about having the first gay president?
Right. What are you applying?
Huh?
And put in cages. God cares about men and women being swished away from their home with no court order. God was an immigrant.
The best part of all of the videos is that most of the family members are quiet. They're just like, oh, what? Like, they didn't think that you were going to do that. They didn't think that you were going to be that person. And I love that for you. Keep them coming, guys. Tag me. Listen, that's what I'm talking about. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Keep that energy, guys. Keep it. Don't you drop it. Okay, bye.
I kind of feel like people are entitled to their own opinion. Some people said that they cancelled Christmas because they feel like there's no love. People aren't contributing. It wouldn't just be extorting particular set of people because of your personal greed and all that. Where some people felt like, they cancelled it because they don't want to patronize all these massive stores. We already know how stores are filled up. Like during Thanksgiving, people also looking up to how many turkeys they're going to buy and all that. And they felt like there is no genuine love behind all these Thanksgiving. So why do that every year, right? And I cannot think they are right because, to be very honest, these guys will do everything possible in their power to extort the black race. I remember the time, I think last month, when Mariah Carey's ads on Christmas came out, and she played like a big one on black people. You guys get it, right? So she was like, she indirectly like denigrates, is that what I'm going to use? I don't want to use like very vulgar words, but she didn't pass the message across well. She actually acted like no matter what, even if you want to cancel, that Christmas might still hold. Shortly after that, we started seeing a lot of black Christmas decorations in stores, and I was like, how come these things made it to this place? Like, it doesn't make sense, because all these years we have been asking that want to like randomly come to Walmart, Target, and would see like black Santa Claus and all that, but you cannot find all that. The only thing we see on stores are white Christmas decorations. All of a sudden, because we said we don't want to boycott Christmas and save black dollars, black Christmas decorations started coming out. So what does that tell you? That these guys will go extra mile to make sure that they extort black race. And at this point, everything possible to protect black dollars, that is what people are crying out massively on social media. And they said they are not willing to celebrate Christmas. They have cancelled Christmas completely. People are not spending their one dime on penny on Christmas. They've also cancelled the Thanksgiving. They've cancelled the Black Friday because they feel like there is no genuine love behind all these celebrations. So why do that every year? And even if you need to celebrate, people are not telling that you cannot celebrate Christmas or you cannot celebrate Thanksgiving, but don't go all out just the way you do randomly, because you guys are enriching these big stores that does not meant well for black people, right? You can also randomly use your old Christmas decoration last year, right? And of course, get valuable gifts and patronize smaller businesses. Of course, you can get food, but prioritize patronizing small business than going all out to patronize these people that would never mean, or should I say, speak well for the black community. I was able to gather all these videos, and I hope you enjoyed watching, just like I enjoyed filming the videos for you. If this is your first time here, again, my name is Julie. You are welcome to Julie Harrison React. Please say in the comment section, did you go crazy with the Black Friday? What did you do? Do you boycott Thanksgiving, or you celebrated Thanksgiving with your loved ones? Please drop your comment. I'll be reading. Make sure you're staying blessed, and make sure you have a beautiful weekend over where you are. All right? Bye, guys.